What made you guys decide to do the final season as one wedding weekend?
I mean, ultimately, there's no better answer other than it just felt right. It felt, what we wanted to do was get really far in the story at the end of season 8. We didn't want to tread water. We didn't want to say, oh, it looks like we make it to season 9. Let's end season 8 somewhere arbitrary and early to save cool stuff for season 9. And that instinct led us to the idea of letting the audience meet the mother, which is our ultimate thank you to the audience and our ultimate reward to them for sticking around with us for 8 years and counting. And then that led to the idea of, like, let's meet the mother, and we'll tell season 9 in a completely different way. We'll tell the story in a different way, where How I Met Your Mother, we have the escape hatch of flashbacks and flash forwards and fantasies and, in general, the confusing way that we tell stories. And so we're not hemmed in too much by it being all in one weekend, but it's really fun, and it will feel a little bit different while still feeling like How I Met Your Mother. So it's exciting.
And so will we get to see glimpses of their relationship then through flash forwards this season?
You know, we don't want to say exactly what we're going to see, but our feeling is we're excited to see what Happily Ever After looks like for Ted, and we'll get to see that.
And the other characters will also get to meet the mother. And in our season premiere, one of our characters meets the mother. And it was one of the coolest scenes to shoot. It was like, someone, not Ted, poor bastard, he has to wait a little longer, but seeing one of our characters meet the mother and have chemistry with her too, it makes us even more excited for Ted to get to meet her.
Yeah. Flash forwards, flashbacks, the continuity is unbelievable of your show, but what's your favorite takeaway after all these 9 seasons of what you've done, your thing you're proudest of?
I mean, I think when we hear from fans that How I Met Your Mother got them through a tough time, or when we did an episode where Marshall lost his father, a lot of people said to us like that was a very real feeling, and I experienced a loss, and that meant a lot to me. I think it's the emotional stuff more than the comedic stuff, which is built into the series early. Like in the end of season 1, Marshall and Lily broke up. Season 1 ends with Marshall with a returned engagement ring in the rain on a stoop. And I think that was us saying to the audience, like, by the way, this is kind of a drama, too, actually. Yeah. And I think that's probably my proudest part of the show.
I think the moment that I am proudest of, or the moment that is just the fondest memory, is in season 3, there was the 2-minute date that Ted went on with Stella. And what I love about that is not only is it a really cute, very romantic scene and beautifully acted by Josh and Sarah Chalk, but also that it's all in one shot and there's crazy things moving around. And it was a great moment where you really, from a behind the scenes perspective, got a real glimpse at how talented our crew is and how amazing. You had costumes people and props people and wardrobe, everyone running around trying to make this thing happen, and then it's all right up there on the screen. And it was a great sort of a real old-timey Hollywood kind of moment where it's we're making pictures. It was really cool.
Yeah, and I would add to that Robin Sparkles too, all the Robin Sparkles music videos we've done, where you say to the casting, you say to the crew, we're shooting a 4-minute music video now on top of shooting a whole episode of television this week, and they go, yeah, bring it on, and everybody, hair and makeup and photography and sets, and everybody's just raring to go and never says no, and they want those challenges. We've had an amazing crew all these years, so we're so proud of that.
We're going to break them this year, though.
This is the year we get them to quit.
Yeah.
So you guys have teased there's something going to go horribly wrong in this wedding. Can you give us any kind of hint?
Can you give me a moment? Because I want to ask.
I don't know. All right, yeah, should say that.
All right, this is an exclusive. Someone's gonna die.
Whoa,
that's it.
All right, I think we have to end on that.
Does that feel good, or does that not?
That feels really bad.
That feels bad. Yeah.